I wasn't going to talk about this tonight, but while we're talking about liars, the internet is a liar too.
Okay.
It's the only time in the only city I'm going to speak about this, so break your camera phones out now. Me and my wife are best friends. We will always be best friends. We just got off the phone earlier today. Nobody cheated on nobody. She just did a whole podcast about it. You can go watch it. Every word of it is the truth. That will be my best friend forever. This is the only time I will ever speak about it. Bunnie, I love you, baby. Thank you for those 10 years. They were incredible. Thank you for the next 10 years of friendship and 20 beyond that. With that being said, cheers, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight.
Ooh, do you believe him? Do you believe him? Well, she was blindsided by it, and we actually have her talking about it. So that was his stance, and this is the podcast segment where she talks about why they filed for divorce, or he filed for divorce, how it came to be.
On Mother's Day, we had a little bit of an argument, which I don't think the details are necessary. And in that argument, I was so fed up and so tired that I just looked at him and I said, well, then file the divorce papers. And in our relationship, that is the one cardinal thing that you don't say, even though my husband has said it numerous times because he's the runner. But when I say it, it really holds weight because I'm not the type of person who says what I don't mean. And I ended up leaving. I packed a bag and I left. He ended up doing exactly what I told him to do and filing the divorce papers.
As he should, guys. When you marry, if anyone tell you they drop the divorce word, just go ahead, follow divorce, because that's the path it's on and that's likely how it's going to end. So why prolong the inevitable?
It was not mutual. Even though I told him to file the divorce papers, I was speaking out of anger and just frustration. But was it necessary for us to have a wake-up call and to actually start having these real conversations? Absolutely. I don't care how much we didn't communicate or how things shook out. I was riding with this mother till the wheels fell off. I didn't care. I felt like we deserved a chance to go to therapy and figure it out. He didn't feel that way. And I respect it. It took me a month.
Wait, she still threw him under the bus for not wanting to go to therapy. And
a half now to respect that. My husband and I are ending this marriage on the best possible terms that you could ever have a divorce.
Divorces, we will see.
I love him. And you guys are going to be shocked to hear this, but we're still having a baby.
We're still having a baby, guys.
We're still having a baby together. So we have been the most unconventional couple that you guys have ever encountered.
Wait, she said they're still having a baby together? So this makes no sense. She literally said, this is my best friend, this, that, and the third. I dropped the divorce. I said, do it. He did it. We're still good. And we're also going to still have a baby together. Hey, that child support going to eat him alive, dog. That child support going to eat him alive.
On the best possible terms that you could ever have a divorce. I love him. And you guys are going to be shocked to hear this, but we're still having a baby.
We're still having a baby, guys.
We're still having a baby together. So we have been the most unconventional couple that you guys have ever encountered.
Look, man, I don't know about this whole, like, I'm going to get divorced, but we're still going to have a baby. That just doesn't work for me. But there is like an exclusive that People Magazine came up with. Jelly Roll will always love Bunnie XO despite divorce, but here's a different, he's in a different place. News source exclusive says, they go on to read this article. Let's a source tells people Jelly Roll still loves Bunnie XO despite filing for divorce. At the show, June 18th, Jelly Roll acknowledged their split, but emphasized their continued friendship and mutual respect. He also said there was no infidelity involved in the decision. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I heard it was a PR thing, right? Because he preaches Christianity and Christian values. And obviously, you know, her past, she was just a high-priced escort. And I think don't she do like OF still or something? I don't know. Days after news broke that the country star quietly filed for divorce from the Dumb Blonde podcast host, the source tells people he's coping after the split. Oh, the reality is that he will always love her, but that doesn't mean that he wants to stay married. The source says of the Need a Favor singer 41, he's in a very different place than he was when they met. The source adds Jelly born Jason Bradley DeFord, for the first time he feels healthy, focused, in control of his future. Well, that's because of the dramatic weight loss. You know, I don't know how he did it. Some people said it's on the Ozempic, but that is a huge weight loss. He could probably see his thing again and all this other stuff. So he, you know, new body, who this? The source adds, Bunnie, she believed in him when not many people did and helped him through some very difficult years. He knows he wouldn't be where he is today without her, and he's never going to forget that. Okay. I mean, that's admirable. When the exes met each other in 2015, both were struggling with personal issues and had not yet risen to fame. Jelly has also been there for Bunnie through a lot. Another insider adds, the singer adds, he supported her over and over again throughout the years of ups and downs. Reps for Jelly did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment. I think this is more of the same. Jelly filed for divorce in Williamson County, Tennessee on May 18th, according to documents obtained. The court records viewed by People, their date of separation is listed as May 9th. The grounds for divorce is, you know, listed as irreconcilable differences. Jelly broke his silence while on stage. We talked about that. While we're taking about the liars, we talked about that. Nobody cheated, yada, yada, yada. I mean, my man lost the weight. Now, there were some other people who had a different feeling about this. Bubba the Love Sponge, you know. Everybody know who Bubba is, you know. The guy who was sharing his wife with Hulk Hogan, brother.
Jelly Roll files for divorce. This is double white trash that got famous. And when double white trash gets famous, it never works out.
Bro.
He's more famous than her, but she's doing quite well. Initially, she was just Jelly Roll's wife. Then she rolled that into some very successful podcasting. I'm happy for her. But this is probably a prime example of a couple white trash that are now multi-millionaires. And, you know, at that point, you forget where you came from.
Is she interesting at all?
Yeah, I think, you know.
Bro, he just...
Let him cook.
He said double white trash that got famous. Oh, my Lord.
I want to give her credit. She's pretty good. She has some great guests, you know, because the bigger you get on that world, the better, you know, the more guests that you have. So her rise and being famous and her multi-million-dollar status on her own, along with his continual weight loss journey, looking better and better and better. The country crickets are probably more and more and more. She's now a multi-millionaire. And like Hogan used to say, there can only be one star in the family.
Bro, it's quoting Hogan. I ain't gonna front though. Hogan had one of the most prolific sex tapes with his wife. I did watch it for research purposes. Sometimes you just gotta research these things. What they say? They used each other. He was an attention-getting, morbidly obese guy, and she's an ex-prostitute. What did you expect? God damn, dog. They fucking coming with the heat. Coming with the heat on this one. She was a stripper, you F simp. R word. And her podcast isn't successful, you dumb backside. At least do your research before you run that F head of yours. He actually gave her the life. She has everything she has is from him, you sorry F. Oh my God. Oh my Lord.
God damn.
What? Bro? Internet is ruthless. No, Jelly was just her husband. She's always had the dough. I think she did. Like, In all honesty, I believe she was getting paid sometimes up to $100,000 for a night. She was messing with the long money people. I think she used him, waited for the 10-year mark, and does this like loose skin and wants to split. I mean, she's a prawn star and a wow. Lo, you see you. Oh my God. Oh my God. He found out she had slept with the blacks. Look, man, it is crazy. Nobody gives I think a lot of people, when people say no one cares, I'm like, dog, a lot of people do care about this Jelly Roll split. There's a lot of people interested. I wonder what are the comments saying under this one right here. Does anyone know how toxic and ridiculous this is? Who says shoot your shot with my husband that I'm divorcing, but by the way, we're still going to have a baby because we're best friends? The baby thing is weird. I would never understand that. I mean, a piece of me do, because there was a time me and my ex were gonna have a baby while I just separated. That's when we're like, cool. Give me 1 second. All right. This is a publicity stunt, like soft landing before a big event. Divorce is a convenient way to avoid taxes if you're earning a lot, or is a scandal coming. She's not pregnant. If they do intend to have a baby, it'd be through surrogacy. If it's not already in the works, who knows if it even happens, especially since he's already dating. Yeah, dog, he got a new body. So you look, this is what happened, man. You see this happen with women sometimes. All right. He used to look like this. Right? This was him. This was the life he knew. Right there. Morbidly obese guy. Out of shape. Now he got a new body. And he got a lot of money. And he want to see something new. New women are noticing him. Maybe he want to experience that. I can't imagine women who look like his ex-wife or whatever, soon to be. Women who look like Bunnie XO was giving him the time of day when he looked like this. Right? When he looked like this with no Grammy, no fame, Bunnie XO wasn't looking this ninja. I mean, women who look like Bunnie XO wasn't looking in his direction. But now he looked like this. He got money. He got fame. Yeah. He like, yeah, that ring. He taking that ring off, dog. Ring is off. So, hey, but what do y'all guys think about this whole ordeal? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Peace.